faded Japan. Yeah, all the time I'm in on business. I'm all about my business, but I ain't got no briefcase. Yeah, all I got's some whiskey. Open now the whiskey, bring it to you. Yeah, I'm leaning up against the door, and my feet are to the floor, and we're messing on go. Yeah, I've been in before. I'm a broken man, needing remedial lands. I'm all about my business. Let me love you till the morning. Let me love you till the morning, yeah.
What's up, feeders? Welcome to yet another action-packed episode of Got Faded Japan, and I am your host, Johnny.
And I'm your co-host, Tom Tokyo.
That's right. And as you fine folks know, Got Faded Japan is about two dudes, booze, Japan, and the news. And actually, faders, this episode's pretty interesting because in this episode, it's a daytime episode. Ooh. And it's a daytime episode, and it's a non-alcoholic episode. Kind of by choice because it's 9 o'clock in the morning here. Tom is working the night shift. So you lost your other job, you got a new job, and now you're working the night shift. Is that correct?
Yes, that is correct. Yeah, I found a better job. Pays better and it's easier.
Every time you get a new job, you say it's a better job, dude. You should be the president of the world at this point.
Think so?
Yeah, definitely. Absolutely. For how many jobs you've gone through. I want to see your resume.
I want to put this. I want to frame this in like, how do you say, like real realistic way. People that job hop tend to make like about yearly increase of about like, I don't know, 15%. See about a 15% increase in their salaries. People that stay on the same jobs tend to see about a 2 or 2.5 increase in salary.
I think you need to go back to school.
I'd rather job hop and get paid and get better hours and better conditions. Plus, I actually like working nights, to be honest.
You like working nights? Well, doing the podcast at 9 o'clock in the morning, I guess isn't that bad. I mean, coffee's it's just as good as alcohol to a degree.
Irrespective of my schedule, it's your schedule. You're freelance, so you're like flexible. See what I'm saying? So I'm set schedule, so this is mostly on you.
What? No, that doesn't make sense. If I'm flexible, it's not mostly on me. If you got a set schedule, it's definitely on you because you've got a set schedule. So yes. Anyway, we're doing it at 9 o'clock in the morning. And faders, this is the Devil's Night Extravaganza episode. Yes, it is October 30th, the day before All Hallows Eve. And Devil's Night got its start in Detroit, Michigan. And why did they call it Devil's Night? Because devils would roam the street and burn down houses. Pretty much crack houses and abandoned houses and stuff like that. There's a lot of them in Detroit still. And they've been doing that since like the early 1980s. I think the first Devil's Night was in 1983. Dun, dun, dun.
Wasn't it all like warehouses and the factories that got shut down? Because Detroit's like big industrial town.
Yeah, well, that's true. But then when all the factories once all the factories and warehouses got shut down, there's like no jobs because, I mean, Detroit, yes, as you're correct, is an industrial city. So no jobs, no people. They leave. So anyway, there's a lot of abandoned houses. And in those abandoned houses, a lot of bad people went in those houses and did a lot of bad things. And so people kind of took to the streets and they started burning down houses. But, things got out of control as they do. And we have Devil's Night. But in Tokyo, Devil's Night is just a normal night where people come out and go drinking and stuff. So it's not a big deal. Halloween, on the other hand, is a big deal in Japan because apparently some parts of Tokyo are trying to shut down Halloween. But as we saw from the internet, aka YouTube and TikTok, apparently people are still going out on the streets and celebrating Halloween to a degree. Although they're doing it minus the alcohol, which is not as fun as it used to be and stuff.
I thought it's not what this is my take because I didn't go there personally and interview this. Had this been 10 years ago, regardless of any laws, I've been leading the charge. I've been out there with a giant Mad Hatter costume and a bottle of tequila, but that's no longer me anymore, unfortunately.
Too bad.
But,
it could be.
Man, from what I can tell, I think there's a lot of foreigners out partying and dancing, just like flaunting the laws because, like, again, there's no it's against the rules, but there's no punishment. That said, it wasn't like it used to be though, because like the streets were packed. I don't remember how many years ago. It was like 5, 6, 7, 8 years ago. But like one of my friends was visiting me in Japan. He's like, yeah, man, he's like all excited. He's like, I want to see Shibuya like during Halloween. I'm like, oh man, it's crazy. He's like, what should I do? Should I meet you at Hachiko? And I'm like, no.
Too many people. Way too many people.
Yeah, way too many people. It's like, dude, you won't be able to find me.
Yeah.
And also, I think it was a Friday and I had to work late. But like, anyway, I got there at like, I don't know, maybe like 9 o'clock. So like not super late. But it took, and because I'm a dumbass, like I didn't charge my battery and my phone died. So then I had to like run to like one of the electronic stores to get a phone charger. This is the thing. It took me about 45, 50 minutes to get to Hachiko to Yamada Denki. Now,
it should take you 3 minutes.
Yeah, it should take 3 minutes. Depends on the stoplights and foot traffic, but like 3 minutes is short. Probably 5 at the most. You know how long it took me?
30 minutes, you just said.
No. 45, 50. I'm not exaggerating. And about half that time was from the station to Hachiko to like just to get to the crossing. It's that packed. I mean, you can't move.
Now I know you. You're probably talking to every single girl on the way there too. Oh man! But the thing is, it is pretty easy.
It wasn't because I wasn't in costume because I got off work. But
sure. Oh, but I mean, the thing is, Tom, you're pretty tall in Japan, and back then there was less tourists, so way less tourists. So spotting you out probably wasn't too difficult.
Yeah, but that's why I said meet at Tatsuya. Spot in the crowd, dude. Ooh. It was crazy.
It was crazy, but now it's not. It's not as. But there were a lot of people out in Shibuya, and not a lot, but there were some people on Shibuya, and I think they were actually just going from the station to nightclubs and to bars and to Halloween parties and stuff. There were some people like walking around and sent a guy, but it was nothing compared to the last few years. Halloween is actually tomorrow, but for all you faders out there, Halloween in Japan, at least it used to, kind of extended between 2 weeks because Halloween would be on a Tuesday. So then, there'd be people having Halloween parties on the Saturday or the weekend before Halloween. And of course, the Halloween or the weekend after Halloween and stuff, which is great for business. Absolutely fantastic for bars. And I actually went to a Halloween party, kind of Halloween-esque party last Saturday. Saturday night at midnight was my birthday. I turned forever 21. And so I live painted at my friend's event called Levels, which was actually a pretty amazing club. It was Club Nihonbashi Air. And it was 5 floors of just music and entertainment. They had one floor that was just like dedicated to live bands. They had one floor that was a chill room. They had one floor that was like kind of like the Puff Daddy room. It was like full of beds. It was like this
baby
place.
Oil.
Yeah, I didn't see any baby. I didn't even go in there.
Baby oil is a requirement. No. Can't call it a Puff Daddy room. It's legally required to have 100 bottles of baby oil at minimum.
I don't believe that. But anyway, so the thing is they had that, then they had like a DJ room and then like a DJ floor. And then they had a floor that was like an art gallery and live painting that also had satanic performances. And then they had the roof, and the roof had this beautiful view of Nihonbashi. And they had like, they were barbecuing hamburgers and stuff. And it was absolutely spectacular. A lot of my friends came out and stuff. And it was like actually the only time I couldn't finish a live painting, though, just because the event closed at 11 because everybody needed to go to other parties afterwards and stuff. And the venue's kind of like an early event thing or whatever. So which is kind of weird. It was kind of weird. I wanted to go all night and stuff. But yeah, it was really cool to go there and to paint and stuff and to meet all my friends and drink way too much beer. They had so many huge beers there. That was awesome. But afterwards, me and a couple of my really close friends went to a tequila bar in Azubu-Juban. And oh my God, Faders, if you want to go to a mezcal tequila bar, the best one you can go to is called Fairies. Fairies, and it's in Nishi Azubu, that's it. And oh my God, that place is super cool. They got great tacos, great food. It's a little bit small, and it's like kind of like a little hidden gem in Tokyo. So Fairies, if you want to go there and enjoy some amazing tequila. I mean, I was drinking tequila that tasted like wine. Tom, have you ever had fine tequila before?
I've had some good stuff, yeah.
Okay, good. I mean, how did it taste?
But like, are you talking like tequila or like the mezcal agave stuff though? Because the mezcal agave is like better, I think.
I agree. I completely agree. I'm more of a mezcal
It's
person.
superior. How do you say? You've done the worm before, right?
No, I've never done the worm.
Oh, really? Oh man, that'll mess you up, dude. Because like in university, like my roommate and also best friend was like half Mexican, and like he went to Mexico for one of the breaks. He came back with like a bottle of like the real deal stuff from Mexico. It's got that little agave worm in the bottom, and he's like, "We're gonna drink this bottle together, and we're gonna be brothers, and then we're gonna be worm brothers." So we have this picture of us going with like we cut the worm in half.
Yeah.
I think Latinos fight over the worm too, because if you drink, you're supposed to get good luck. But man, that let me tell you, that shit will mess you up.
Don't they call them stupid Americanos that eat the worm? I thought the worm was kind of like a gimmick at this point.
I don't know. This is according to my half Mexican roommate, so he probably know better than us dumbass white boys would know.
Maybe he's half right.
I was just repeating, or maybe you're right. Maybe he was like, "Hey, stupido gringo." Maybe I don't know. Who's to say? But like, I don't know. Like, I think I wound up going to a bar, and I think I fell down a flight of stairs, and I was like, "Oh God, are you okay?" And I jumped out. and was like, "I'm great." I don't remember any of this. Then I woke up the next day and I was all sore. I was like, oh God. I get in a fight last night and everybody's like, no, dude, you fell down a flight of stairs. And I was like, oh. So that's what happens when you drink half a bottle of mezcal, eat the worm, and chase beers.
Okay, yeah. Well, that's what you do when you're 21 years old, right?
I was around that age. So this is university. But like, it never stopped me from doing stupid stuff before my age. But no, in my case, my Halloween was much more subdued. It was just like, obviously I got a kid and I'm out in the suburbs now. So it was family stuff. We did a Halloween walk with some games in our area. And then we went to another like family friendly area thing. We had costume contests and games and stamps and with my kid. Now, so it was his birthday because his birthday is one day away from yours.
Happy birthday.
He's happy. He got a bunch of robots.
Cool. That's cool.
He did a skeleton costume. So I'm cosplaying with my kids. So last year it was like Spider-Man. He wanted Spider-Man. And so I got a Spider-Man costume. So we cosplayed together.
Very cool.
And actually, we did 2 days. So one day we did a Spider-Man costume and he wanted to be a skeleton. So I got a skeleton costume as well. So I cosplayed together. And I'm thinking next year we are going to cosplay together.
Awesome.
And actually, next year, I'm thinking about like taking him to Comic-Con now. He's old enough, some of that geeky stuff, which I would love. And I'm sure this stuff would like blow his mind because he's starting to know characters. So he knows who's Spider-Man and like Wolverine. Mm-hmm. Batman's awesome.
Cool.
So yeah, I would love to be able to like share that with my right. I would love to be able to share that with my kids. So yeah. It's looking good. It's So I guess in hindsight, maybe my Halloweens are not as exciting as you, Johnny, who's going, ripping it up and going to tequila bars and awesome DJ bars and live painting. But like, for better or worse, I'm still enjoying mine. Although it is a bit more.
No, that's awesome, Tom. That's absolutely awesome, dude. I'm really happy for you, man. And I look forward to experiencing that myself in the future, because I mean, it's kind of cool that your kid's not at the right age, but he's at the age where basically he can start exploring all the cool stuff that you love, like Spider-Man, Batman, comics, and video games, I mean, this got to be great. You work all night. You come home in the morning and all of a sudden your son's like eating cereal, playing video games, and you can join him for a game of like Mario Kart or something like that. So that's kind of cool, man. That's got to be a lot of fun. It's a good bonding experience.
He just turned 5, so he's not with the video games yet.
Maybe a good thing.
In the future. But I'm just happy. I'll put it this way. I'm just happy that he has similar interests because like, honest, genetics are a funny thing. So like, he looks like more Japanese, like my wife, but his like personality is like all me. So that could have been like, it could have kind of gone a coin flip the other way. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So he could like look like me, but like have my wife's personality.
That's still good.
Like super Japanese. It's fine. I mean, it wouldn't make me. I'll put it this way: it wouldn't make me love my child any less. But yes, I'm very happy that he has stupid geeky interests like me that we can share and enjoy together.
Very cool. Very cool. Very cool. All right, awesome. And cosplaying with, does your wife dress up? I mean, could like the three of you guys be like, I don't know, like the Three Stooges or something, or dress up like something like that,
Uh,
or like,
let's just call her Captain Minimal Effort. She'll like me.
well,
Now she's not that into it. We did like a couples cosplay a couple times. We did like Allison
yeah,
one.
right.
Yeah, I think you've probably seen the pictures. This is like years ago. We did Harley Quinn and the Joker too.
Yep, that's a popular one.
And
So,
the funny thing is, like, she does not know comics at all. Like,
ooh,
she, like, how do you say? She doesn't know who Harley Quinn is. She's like, well, what costume? And like, Harley Quinn's like, the fashionista of crime,
yeah,
right? So like, I just brought up this wall of Google pictures. I was like, dude, she's got like a dozen costumes. Just pick one. And
yeah.
the one she picked was not the one I expected. She picked the nurse outfit from Arkham Knights.
Nothing wrong with that.
Nothing wrong with that. I was just like, okay, that wasn't the one I expected to pick, but like that's what she feels most comfortable in. Like, okay.
Cool.
And we went to the fetish parties and everything. It was cool. But like, yeah, we don't do that anymore because, kid, blah, blah, blah. So
Oh, you've got
that.
you got another like what? He's 5 now, so you've got another like what, 15 years of him living with you guys, and then you can kind of revert to the old ways, whatever. Maybe
I don't know.
we'll
Like,
see you in Shibuya. Oh,
maybe.
speaking of,
But go ahead.
oh, I'm sorry. Speaking of, I heard, like, I mean, I've been getting emails and messages and stuff from faders. And the thing is, it's just like, I hear that the new hotspot is Kabukicho. So I think like tomorrow, everybody is going to go to Kabukicho. You know where Kabukicho's got the Kabukicho Square? Where it used to have like all the nightclubs and all like the cinemas and stuff before they tore them down and built up the Kabukicho Water Tower building. So yeah, and that's the one that has Godzilla for all you faders that don't know. So anyway, I think that whole area is going to be packed with people, which is good and kind of bad because like the thing is, the difference between Shibuya and Kabukicho is Shibuya, after last train, everybody can go to nightclubs, and nightclubs can accommodate like hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of people. And there's like well over a dozen nightclubs in Shibuya because it's the entertainment district. But Kabukicho itself in Shinjuku doesn't have that many nightclubs per se. It's more of a restaurant bar area, and a lot of the restaurants and bars there are relatively small, especially in the Golden Guy area. So I think like after last train, I think a lot of people either they're going to be drinking on the streets all night long, or geez, I don't know, maybe take taxis to Shibuya and then go to nightclubs there. I don't know, or maybe Roppongi. I have no idea. It's going to be interesting to find out what happens.
From my understanding, Roppongi is always kind of a hot spot, but it's trashy. It's a rotting cesspool, in my opinion.
No, it's not.
Honorable mention goes to, I think Shinjuku has always had a bit of a feels, and Harajuku has got stuff going on. And I just saw some videos. Not really. Well, I think there's a few ones, but Ikebukuro has got some action going on as well. I think they're actually semi-organized. I think they're actually having like costume contests on the street. So
good, very cool. Well, Ikebukuro.
What is the wildest thing you've seen in Halloween in Kabukicho?
Oh, I've never been to Kabukicho during Halloween.
This is like, I think 5 years ago I think it was right after my kid was born.
Yeah.
And this is during the afternoon.
Yeah.
And I was there. I wasn't even there in a costume. I was in a night suit. I think it was on an official capacity because I was going to a job interview or something.
Yep.
And it wasn't on like one of the main drags, but it wasn't like some dingy back alley either. It was like some little side street. So I'm just walking by, minding my own business, and I see two like really hot college age girls in like the slutty maid outfits, and they both had their short skirts whacked up around their hips, and they're sitting there adjusting their garter belts and their thongs like on each other and going hee hee hee. And I saw this, and they saw me, and they like gave me the cutesy smiles and kind of waved. And I'm just looking at this, I'm like, and then like the higher functioning part of my brain overrid that and went, no, back time. Don't do it. But I'm married with a kid. So I continued to keep walking by, and may have slowed pace, and may have got a little bit of crink in my neck.
Yeah, I'm sure you did.
But
and in your pants.
Yeah, but in that case, I will say that's probably not because I'm the Mac Daddy and like looking super hot and fly. I would say there's like an 80 or 90% chance they're either like
Hookers.
Sex workers hookers trying to lure me into a brothel, or they could be like, one of those scammers that try to hookers, or they could be one of those scammers that, like, oh, he touched me, or he took a picture or something.
Well, you never know.
That's like a possibility. But like, hey man, I did not take the bait, but I was like just walking by going, oh damn.
Yeah, yep. Well, you did the good thing. The good thing is to walk away, dude. Oh my God. But
Right.
I do disagree with you, man. Roppongi back in the day was a cesspool. I couldn't agree with you more. But now Roppongi, at least I would say like maybe 80% of it's really cleaned up and stuff. There's a lot of great restaurants in that area. Yeah. So I mean, it's still got.
When did that happen?
Like maybe 10 years ago. But yeah, so Roppongi. Dude, I go to Roppongi sometimes, man. They got great restaurants. Yeah, you can go down there and stuff. I mean, it's kind of high class now. There's a lot of office buildings and stuff, and like, yeah. I mean, it's more of a posh area at this point. So yeah, I mean, I don't know when the last time you went there was, but yeah, it does have its seedy points, but yeah, but I mean, dude, I mean, if you don't go somewhere, you can't really knock it. I mean, if you went somewhere 10 years ago, I mean, everything changes in 10 years. Shibuya at 10 years ago is a different animal too.
I don't know. Yes and no. It's rapidly changing because of the push, like ban Halloween, like ban drinking. But I don't know, man.
I don't think you get enough time in the city anymore, dude. You're old school. Anyway, apparently not, man. But I go on all the time. So anyway, yeah, so I think Roppongi is pretty good. And another thing about Roppongi is it does kind of have a bad reputation, and that reputation is lingering on the internet and stuff. So a lot of like people that come to Japan, they look up places to go, and it says like Roppongi, I don't know about that place. So the thing is they don't go there. So if you do want to go to a restaurant and you don't want to have like a day in advance or 3 day in advance reservation or wait for like 20 to 45 minutes to get into a restaurant or something like that, dude, if you go to Roppongi, you can just walk in most of the time and stuff. I mean, my wife and I went to an amazing steak restaurant. It was about a year ago or so, but still, it was on a Saturday night. Everything was booked in Shibuya. Couldn't get in anywhere, so we just went to Roppongi, and there was just like no problem whatsoever. So actually, for you to spread bad rumors about Roppongi is actually a good thing because it makes it better for me.
That's fine.
Now keep it up.
Okay, maybe it's cleaned up. I don't know, but like, yeah, you're right about that bad lingering reputation though, because like, I mean, too many people have been ripped off where they're like, like spike your drink or something. You wake up and you got like $1,000 or $10,000 bill or whatever. Or like there's other scams.
Yeah, but we've done an episode of that.
Creepy guys on the street, like, yo man, come to my club. What kind of women you like? You want to see some titties? It's like
that's all over the place. Have you been to Kabukicho?
Really? Because those guys usually leave me alone in Kabukicho.
Well, I don't know, man. I don't know. But anyway, so the thing is, there's places in Tokyo that's having Halloween. And I think, and if you're listening to this right now and you don't know where to go for Halloween and stuff, I think every single nightclub is having a Halloween party tomorrow. So, the world is your oyster here in Tokyo. Speaking of Tokyo,
it's short skirt paradise. I'll put it that way too.
Oh, yeah,
girls very short skirts, like nice. Yeah, the girls are looking nice.
Well, yeah, Halloween all over the world is known for that. But I think it's time that we move forward to the news, Tom. We've got a lot of great news articles and stuff. And yes, would you like to go first?
Yeah, man.
Yo, what's up, Vader? Scott Vader Japan has got a new sponsor. Our new sponsor is Gamuso Bar, located in Asagaya, Tokyo. If you're kicking it in Tokyo and you want to get your groove on, get your fade on, you better get your ass down to Gamuso. Gamuso is located in Asagaya. It's about 11 minutes from Shinjuku Station on the Chuo line. Gamuso has weekly bands, weekly performances. And hell, if you got your own event and you want to hold it at Gamuso, we'd love to host you. So contact Gamuso at www.gamuso.com. That's www.gamuso.com. That's right, Gamuso has not only beers in the bottle, but beers on tap. We've got every drink you want, so come on down to Gamuso. Gamuso, and if I'm working, tip me.
Have your attention, please. Attention.
Hey, yo, what's up, Vaders? Johnny here. You know I love booze and news, but I also love art. So come on down to thespiltinc.com and check my art out. I've got tons of stuff there for you to check out. I've got paintings, I got prints, I got videos. And I tell you what, if you like a painting, I could probably sell it to you. And I tell you what, if I can't sell you that painting, I will definitely sell you a print. I've got prints of all my work. Prints are about 2,000 N each, about $20. But if you buy two, you get the third one for free. So come on down to thespiltinc.com. Yo, and on top of that, I'm looking for commissioned work. So if there's something that you want me to do, I can make it for you. Just check out my stuff and see if you like my style. And if you like my style, I can definitely paint you anything on canvas, paper, whatever. I've done it all. So come on down to thespiltinc.com. That is THESPILTINK.com. Thespiltinc.com. Proper. Mitsuya Liquors. Yo, what's up, faders? If you're in Asia, if you're in Japan, if you're in Tokyo, if you're in Asagaya, you better get down to Mitsuya Liquors. That's right. For the most affordable prices in Japan, you can get over 300 different kinds of beer. That's right, over 300 different kinds of beer. And of course, they got all the shochu you need, all the sake you need, and of course, they got wine from California to Italy to France to New Zealand. They got it all. When I say they got it all, they really, seriously got it all. There's no joke about that. So get down to Mitsuya Liquors. And if you go in there and you say, Got Faded Japan, you will be more than welcome to go into their back room and drink those beers that you just purchased. That's right, Got Faded Japan at Mitsuya Liquors. And 3 times a week, they have a sushi chef there. So get your sushi on, get your drink on, get your fade on, and come on down to Mitsuya Liquors, located comfortably in Asagaya, about 5-minute walk from the station.
In Tokyo and craving soul food? We've got just the place for you. Soul Food House in Azabu-Juban. Check out what we do at soulfoodhouse.com. Come by and taste the love. We look forward to feeding you.
Are you in Harajuku with some out-of-town friends or your family or significant others? Yeah! Do you want to chill and drink beer and eat sandwiches while your friends overpay for glitter unicorn socks? Yeah!
And the flavor's gonna make you complete at Harry's Sandwich Company.
So come on down to Harry's Sandwich Company in the heart of Harajuku, right off Takeshita Street. See you there!
Actually, you know what? I will give this one to you.
Okay.
I want to double check something real quick. I will give this one to you real quick.
Okay, let me just pull up a news article. Okay, this one's crazy. Okay, so Tom, do you remember a band called AKB48?
I know which article you're going to read, but yes, I do.
Okay, briefly explain what AKB48 is, and just tell us a little bit about AKB48.
They're a J-pop band. I guess it'd be more accurate to call them the J-pop band. They were white panned for doing like a very different strategy of like having like a ton of members, and they voted by popularity. And it was like, I think I'm not an expert on this because I'm not a big fan of J-pop, but like they did a bunch of stuff where you could like vote on members, and it was aggressively marketed to not just Japanese, but foreigners as well. Mm-hmm. And a lot of people, when they first came out, panned it and made fun of it, but like, they wound up being huge, probably like the biggest. So they're not a J-pop group, like the J-pop group, and they grabbed a bunch of headlines, and a shit ton of the members are famous.
Oh yeah,
big time.
Very famous.
A lot of weird events and a lot of scandals, and that was like, God, they got founded like more than 10 years ago, and they're still going strong. Albeit they've rotated through, like a lot of girls have come and gone, but yeah.
So that's it.
They're essentially the blueprint for what most of the mega like groups like would come to follow, because it's always like the 3-letter naming, 3 letters and 2 numbers.
That's
naming.
true.
And to a lesser degree, I think K-pop, which is big now, kind of copied it, because you got like BTS, and they've all got that similar. So K-pop like copied aspects of it, but I guess like K-pop's more popular internationally, so like they copied it and went in a different direction, quote unquote, refined it. Again, not an expert, but I don't know. Does that like sate your curiosity with the way I explained it?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Thank you, Tom. Okay. Our first story. Foreign man arrested for grabbing former AKB-48 idol on Tokyo street, forcing her to ground. Okay. Here we go. This story took place obviously in Tokyo. And I'm going to read this verbatim. In 2005, Haruna Kojima became one of the biggest members of AKB48, the Akihabara-based multi-vocalist unit that would go on to dominate the Japanese idol singer scene for the next several years. While AKB48 operated under a policy of regularly cycling out less popular performers and replacing them with fresh faces, Kojima remained a member for over a decade before graduating from the group. On October 25th, her first photo album in 9 years, titled Kamoshiriane, went on sale, and she attended a promotional launch event at the former Shibuya Tsutaya building in downtown Tokyo Shibuya neighborhood. However, what should have been a happy night for Kojima took a frightening turn after the event's scheduled program wrapped up. After leaving the building shortly after 9 p.m., Kojima was on the streets, walking towards a car that was waiting to take her home, when a man suddenly approached her and grabbed her from behind. Maintaining his strong grip on her arm, the man then forced Kojima to the ground before event staff could restrain him and call police, who arrived and arrested the man on the scene. Creepy stalker. Oh my gosh. The man who's in his...
That's maybe not the best way to get an autograph.
Yeah, the worst way. The man who's in his... Ugh. The man who's in his 40s is a foreign national. It doesn't say which national. Could he be Canadian, Switzerland, Estonian? Who knows?
I'm kind of curious to find out, because like all the this made the rounds, and like all the articles listed him as being a foreign national, but they don't say what country. I'm really curious. Not that I'm slamming all the countries, any country, and saying he's a particular representative, but I'm just very, very, very curious to say where does he come from?
Exactly. Though it hasn't been disclosed whether he's a tourist in Japan or a foreign resident in the country, investigators believe that he's a fan who knew Kojima, who was attending the event in the building and was lying in wait for her to exit the venue. In his post-arrest statement, he admitted, quote, "There is no mistake that I grabbed her arm," end quote. Oh man. So basically, yeah, this guy, he just ran out and grabbed her, and thank God that she had staff that was there that was kind of loosely escorting her to a car, because I mean, who knows what could have happened and stuff. I mean, stalkers, especially stalkers of like famous people, dude, they are pretty messed up. Have you ever seen the movie The Bodyguard with Kevin Costner or Whitney Houston? Dude, stalkers are pretty crazy, man.
That is a very good movie, by the way.
That was a great movie. Great soundtrack. Great soundtrack.
Yeah. Whitney Houston, like laying all those pipes out for the world to see. And yeah, she had some talent there. That's for sure.
Absolutely. All right, my story's over. Take it away, Tom.
Oh, one quick follow up, because this made the rounds. Apparently, like the idol that got attacked. Apparently, she just kind of blew it off. She's just like, oh well, that sucks, but back to life, and like, hope all my fans will continue to support me and not be creepy. She had a sunny disposition, but then again, I guess from being in the spotlight that long, I guess like, what are you gonna do? Just blew it off, and like, I wasn't seriously hurt, and just on to the next.
That's awesome. She's a professional and a very positive person, and we look forward to her beautiful career in the future. Next story,
or lack thereof, because she's semi-retired. But yeah, whatever. Honey, your name's name's making the headlines. Put out another photo album. Why not? Cash that check while the sun is shining. Yeah, here we go. This is creepy on Halloween. Tokyo police seek motive in fatal stabbing of Shimbashi Girls Bar employee.
Whoa.
Yeah. You didn't read this one, man? This is another nutty one.
Okay, go for it. This is
Tokyo Metropolitan Police are seeking a motive in the fatal stabbing of female staff member at a specialty bar in Minato Ward early Sunday, reports Fuji News Network. Around 5:40 a.m. So everybody's wasted, let's be honest. 49-year-old Hiroyuki Chiaki is alleged to have repeatedly stabbed Yuna Tanizawa, 18, inside the bar located on the first floor of a multi-tenant building in the Shimbashi area. When police from the Atago police station rushed to the scene, they found Tanizawa collapsed with stab wounds to her neck. She was taken to the hospital in critical condition, but was later confirmed dead.
Oof. God, that's terrible.
Well, it's in the article. It's in the headline, man. Fatal stabbing. Police then arrested Chiaki on suspicion of attempted murder, saying, quote, "I stabbed her with a knife I brought with me," he told police, end quote. So he obviously did it.
What did he give any motive?
Was quoted, well, I'm getting to that. This is a real humdinger. Oh boy. Quote, "We will not necessarily die in order of our age." The suspect was quoted and saying, "The bar is a so-called quote-unquote girls' bar, which is licensed an eating and drinking establishment." Okay, but let's explain what a girls' bar is. You want to take this one since I did the last explanation?
Yeah, basically a girls' bar is a bar that is basically operated by young women, and some people call it a hostess bar. And you can pay a fee to sit down and order drinks, and girls will sit next to you, and you pay for their drinks and for their verbal services. And yeah, that's basically it. So if you're lonely or if you just want to talk to a girl or something, you can go in there. Generally, they're pretty cute. And yeah, that's basically it. And yeah, the rule of thumb is that A, you don't touch them, and B, you don't bring a knife. Okay, and C, you pay your bill. Yeah, follow the rules.
I like the way you worded that there, because you pay for their verbal services and definitely not their oral. It's not that kind of place.
No, it's not that kind of a place. No, it's just talking.
Yeah, so so like what you said. So you go in there and there's girls like usually pretty young, usually like, nice university age, right in their prime, cutesy girls, usually wearing not super like revealing, but it's kind of cutesy, kind of somewhat sexy costumes.
It depends.
And, yeah,
I guess.
they're talkative, they're flirtatious. I mean, like one you can maybe get like a private table with her, and it's and after which it essentially becomes rent a date for purposes of chatting only. So if you wanted to laugh at your jokes or whatever, pour you drinks and light your cigarettes.
Yeah. So, but did he give a motive?
There we go.
That's it. He's just a psycho. Shit.
No, but like, nah. Apparently, I'm just going to paraphrase the rest of it. This is a little bit long. Okay. But apparently, he told his mother, "We don't necessarily die in order of age before he leaving." Oh, because the dude lives. He's 49 years old and still lives with his mother. So obviously, he's a real winner here. Yeah. He was leaving to go out for the night, and his mother asked him, "Are you going to Tokyo?" Because he lives in Chiba. And Gunma.
Wow,
Gunma, damn, he came a long way.
Yeah, don't they have hostess bars there? Huh?
Yeah, no shit, right?
Well, that's probably why he was there so late. He missed his last bullet train.
Wait. Suspect's mother. No, the woman that he stabbed. There's obviously a connection there because she met a man on a dating app, and he stole her money. So they think it's him.
Oh, geez.
So he wanted to silence her in a very public way. I don't know, man. This guy's a psycho. He's 49 who stabbed an 18-year-old. Like, what's anybody think in the situation, right?
All right. Well, this is Halloween. All right. Or Devil's Night. Okay.
Right.
Okay. Next story's mine.
Next one.
Next story. Let's stick with the foreigners. I got a good one over here. Okay. Here we go. All right. This one is pretty interesting. Australian man sentenced to prison. Judge unconvinced. He said, quote, "Go to a door," end quote. Not, quote, "This is a robbery," end quote. Okay, this is odd. This is really odd. Okay, an Australian man recently went on trial for attempted robbery, resulting in injury after he climbed into a second-floor balcony of a Shinjuku home and fought with the homeowner. Each man had conflicting accounts of what happened that evening with the resident. The man in his 70s claimed that an Australian shouted, "Go to da," which means this is a robbery. And "Kinwa dokwa da," quote, "Where is the money?" So basically, the Australian guy said that he said, go, wait. No. Okay, the next one. Okay, so the Australian man is quoted as saying, "This is a robbery. Where is the money?" All right, now let me read the next paragraph. Okay, according to the Australian, he said he smelt gas while passing by and climbed to the window nearest to the resident with to warn him of potential gas leaks. He also claims that he was speaking English rather than Japanese and said, "Go to the door and can you walk?" in an effort to get him to evacuate. Okay, so I misread this. I apologize. Okay. A struggle happened and the resident was hit in the head with a spade the Australian had found on the balcony. The Australian fled the scene. Afterward,
Yeah.
yeah, I know, right? So basically, what happened
That's
was,
what it does.
all right, so the Australian man climbs up to the second balcony because he thinks he smells gas, and he breaks into this guy's home trying to help him evacuate. That's what he said. Now, the Japanese man was probably just like sleeping and heard a man breaking into his place saying, "This is a robbery. Where's the money?" I believe the Japanese gentleman, 110%.
So I don't think you typically just climb up on a balcony and go, yeah. So how did he know it wasn't on the first floor, man? Like, how did he know?
Yeah, exactly.
And also, what was up with like grabbing a spade? Was he trying to hurt him like a sheep? Like, whack, whack, go to the door, whack, whack, out of the house, whack, whack, gas.
Oh, maybe he's trying to fight the gas. I'm trying to fight the gas. Oh, man.
Maybe, yeah. I don't know, man. He's trying to hurt him like a sheep or cattle. Like,
something like that.
Nothing will get somebody to obey you, like whacking him over the head with the spade. I tell you.
I don't know. It's pretty crazy. All right, let me finish this. It's actually kind of long, so I don't know. Okay. Afterward, in Tokyo District Court, the defense attorney compared the incident to the popular TV segment Sora Mini Hor, named after the Japanese word Samurai Mimi, which means to mishear, in which English song lyrics are completely misheard as Japanese phrases. In online comments, this Sorry Mimi defense was widely met with disdain, and people accused the lawyer of, quote, playing games and coming up with an idea in a bar. And they're like, "You're a drunk lawyer." It would appear the judges were not entirely swayed by the defense either. In a ruling on October 18th, preceding Judge Jun Shimito said that the explanation that, quote, go to a door was misheard as goto da was not credible. On the other hand, the possibility that the resident automatically assumed that the Australian was a robber and misunderstood him somehow could not be ruled out. As a result, there was a reasonable doubt as the Australian's intent to steal, and so he was found not guilty on the court of attempted robbery resulting in injury. Wow.
Wild.
Yeah. For that, he was found guilty on charges of trespassing and assault and sentenced to 2 years in prison for those crimes. So basically,
I think he got off lucky, man.
Yeah, kind of. I mean, dude, 2 years for this? I mean, that's kind of lenient, isn't it? Even though, I mean, Japanese prison's no joke, but still 2 years is kind of light for somebody that actually climbed up to a second floor balcony, broke in, and then fought the homeowner and stuff. I mean, and then demanding money.
That's horrible, man. Also, like, I have nothing but disdain for somebody who goes after like the vulnerable people, like, you know, children, women, the elderly.
Yep.
I hate that, man. Like, I think, nah, man. I think he should be tied up and, like, you know, given, like, you know, a minute or two with the old man in the room who can, you know, then reciprocate and whack him in the head with a spade a couple times for his punishment. Maybe beat some common sense into him, or at least some decency.
Yeah. So anyway, this guy's getting 2 years in the slammer for this one. All right, and good riddance.
Then again, though, like, I don't know. He'll have to do his 2 years, and he'll probably get booted out of the country. So.
Oh yeah, absolutely. After 2 years,
unless if he's married and his Japanese wife sticks with him, or he's got a kid, then they let you stay for whatever reason.
It might. Well, we'll see what happens. Tom, your story.
Okay. I got a super duper Halloween Devil's Night one. This is like wild. You ready for this one?
Yes, I am.
Father of woman accused of decapitating cross-dressing man in Sapporo Love Hotel testifies in court.
What?
Oh, dude, I can't believe you didn't find this one. This one's wild.
Oh my God. Go on, my friend. Go on, my friend.
On July 2nd. Oh yeah, this happened a while ago. I'm surprised this didn't pop up on our news feed. But anyway, like this is we're hearing it renewed coverage because it's going to court now.
Mhm.
On July 2nd to 2023, Hokkaido Prefectural Police made a grisly discovery inside a room of a Love Hotel in Sapporo City, noting the decapitated corpse of a man.
Ah,
Right?
yeah, that's bad.
Happy Halloween.
Ooh.
3 weeks later, police found the head of the dead man at the Atsubetsu ward residence of a family, 3 of whom were taken into custody. As the investigation unfolded, police learned that Runa Tamura was the ringleader of the crime. She has been accused of murder, mutilation of a corpse, and other crimes.
Oh
Runa met the victim, a 62-year-old cross-dressing man, in the Susukino red light district of Sapporo. Her apparent motive was that he engaged in unprotected sex with her a month before. What? So a lot going on here. But
yeah, pretty hardcore.
yeah. She is alleged to have killed the victim during an S&M session at the hotel by repeatedly stabbing him in the neck with a folding knife. After killing him, she decapitated him with a saw or other tool. Runa then hid the head in a suitcase and took it to her home in a car driven by her father, 60-year-old Osamu, who is a psychiatrist. And I cannot make this stuff up.
Oh my
verbatim.
God.
Once at home, she peeled the skin off his head with a blade and removed his eyeballs. Because if you're going to be a psycho, why not just go out? She also planned to videotape the incident, having asked her mother, 61-year-old Hiroko, to do so.
Oh my God.
The trial of Hiroko began this past June, or this month. The fourth hearing was held. It is apparent from what follows via the court proceedings thus far, the case is a sordid tale of revenge turmoil with a family that ended in the most extraordinary crime.
Yeah. Oh my God.
They've got court sketches of like the parents and like, I don't know, it's weird. The mother looks kind of weird. She's got a high forehead, but like father looks like almost nice, kind of kind guy, and like woman, like I don't know, man. She's kind of cute, and she's throwing a peace sign in her photos. Probably taken from SNS, but it's just wild,
dude. Oh my God, that poor cross-dresser. I mean, he should have used a condom when he. Wait a second. Is she like a hooker? And then he met her online.
It doesn't say they met in a red light district, so could like I don't know who's the hooker, right?
Maybe he's the hooker. Maybe he was the hooker. I don't know, man.
I don't know. Maybe like people are in some weird stuff. Like I don't know. Although I've never heard of a fetish as a woman being into a man cross-dressing. Though I've never heard of that.
Oh, dude, everything's happening these days, dude.
Like,
if you can think of it, it's happening.
What was the rule? It was Rule 34. If you can think of it, someone's already made porn for it, I think.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. Well, she had a video camera.
Right?
Oh my God!
Removing the eyeballs.
Oh my God!
Darknet.
Oh, that's so bad. That's so bad.
That was poor taste even for you. I apologize.
Oh God! All right.
You want me to continue?
I think we heard enough. I mean, obviously, the whole family's going to go in the slammer.
Yeah, right. And I love this. Like, her father's a psychiatrist. Freud ought to be having a field day with this.
Oh my God!
The whole family was in on it because this is totally normal for her to like, hey, Dad, can you pick me up from a love hotel? I just decapitated a cross-dressing man, an elderly cross-dressing man, and I've got his head in a suitcase. Hey, Mom. Can you film me like mutilating a corpse?
Oh my God. You know, this loosely reminds me of the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. You know how the whole family's involved?
Yeah. No, you know what I thought you were going to jump to? I thought you were going to jump to Forest of Love.
Oh, Forest of Love is pretty hardcore too. God, that's a scary, thrilling Japanese movie. Oh my gosh. Faders, watch Forest of Love if you can.
Actually, I would actually recommend the series because it goes into because it's on Netflix.
Yeah,
and there's 2 cuts of it. So you've got the you've got the deep cut, which is like the movie Johnny's talking about, which is kind of long, 2.5 hours maybe.
Yeah,
then you
that.
got an actual like series of it, which is like even like gives more details in hardcore. I mean, depends on what you get time for. I mean, but it's worth checking out.
Absolutely.
But it's like this guy gets his like Manson, this Japanese version of the Manson family death cult, and they commit all these heinous acts.
Absolutely.
Chop up bodies and corpses and kill people, and the sky's the limit. So it does go like Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Yep. Oh my God. Well, that story's crazy. I wonder who their lawyer is. Okay. My last story. Here we go. 17-year-old boy arrested for exposing himself and groping a junior high school girl. This story takes place in Osaka. Police in Osaka have arrested a 17-year-old schoolboy in suspicion of committing lewd acts after he exposed his lower body and groped a junior high school girl's breasts. Oh my God. You think he exposed his ankle, showed a little feet?
I don't think that's a member he's exposing.
Yeah, probably not. According to police, the incident occurred in mid-October in the hallway outside the girl's apartment in Sumiyoshi Ward as she was coming from school, Sankei Shimbun reported. Police said the boy told them he was hiding in the building and waiting for the girl to come home. When she entered the hallway, pretty creeper, he dropped his pants and exposed himself to the girl, then groped her breasts. Oh my God. The thing is, if his pants are down, and he's like walking, it's kind of hard to walk when your pants are around your ankles. So, I mean,
right.
She could have ran away, but I'm not.
I'm saying that's a good. She's probably shocked. I agree, but you're strategically thinking, yes, that'd be a real good time to run away. And then he's trying to chase her with his pants around. Like, stop. Hopefully, he falls in his dick and breaks it, so something like this doesn't happen again.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Well, it's not. The girl broke free and called out for her mother, who contacted police. The boy was identified after analysis of the apartment building surveillance camera footage. They probably also went to school together. Police said
this creeper again? Does it say? How is this creeper again? Does it say?
Oh, he's a kid. He's like fucking 17 years old. Yeah. So police said the boy admitted to the allegations and quoted him as saying that he did it to satisfy his sexual urges. Oh gosh, we blame the internet for this one. Several similar incidents have been reported in the same area, and police are questioning the boy about those cases. Oh my God. Yeah, this kid is a serial pervert molester. Oh my gosh. And he's a kid. Oh my God, dude. Now this kid needs a psychiatrist and a psychologist and probably a whole mass of doctors, because I mean, this kid, if he doesn't get this thing worked out in his head or something, I mean, this is the beginning of something really bad. You know what I'm saying?
Well, that's the problem with this though, because like he's 17 for a crime like this, he's going to get a slap on the wrist, basically. He'll probably get some mandatory counseling and that's about it.
Good.
He'll probably get like the equivalent of a restraining order against the girl, but like, and he'll get booted out of school.
Yep, that's true.
One of those special schools. But,
But
it's not good. As I don't exactly foresee a bright future for him if he's doing this shit when he's 17.
God,
what's he gonna do? What's he gonna be doing? 27.
Oh,
if he's not locked up for committing similar shit, you know what I'm saying?
That's a good point. Well, let's just hope that he gets the medical attention that he needs. And let's just hope that this girl, she can recover from the PTSD that I'm sure she has. Tom, last story.
All right, we had some pretty dark stories. Let's end it on a somewhat humorous note.
Yeah, why not? Yeah.
Osaka clerk and cops take down a suspected watch thief.
Oh.
Osaka prefectural police have arrested a 28-year-old man over the alleged robbery of 4 wristwatches from a shop in Chuo Ward of Osaka City. The apprehension of the suspect was captured on social media at around 3:50 p.m. on October 16th. Rikia Iwata, that's a weird name, allegedly posed as a customer in the taking of 4 luxury watches worth a total of 9.5 million yen from Watch Neon Osaka main store in the Shinsaibashi entertainment area. As the suspect tried to flee with the watches, he was apprehended by a store employee, reports Fuji News Network. When police officers rushed to the scene of the Shinsaibashi sushi shop, it's weird, shopping arcade. They found Iwata struggling with an employee on the ground. The video posted on social media. Iwata shouts to the police, "Who are you?" The police officer replies, "I'm the police." Does the suspect then shouts back, "Who cares? You're an idiot," which is a real good thing to say to the cops.
Yeah, don't say that. That's bad.
call the cops stupid.
They don't like that.
Who's stupid in this scenario? The dipshit that ran into a store, pawned a couple watches, and ran out, and then got caught by not only a store employee and a cop, both of which, again, were doing not just doing their job, but doing a commendable job, or a moron who got caught like 5 seconds after he boosted a watch, or four watches, which worth 9.5 million yen, which is a pretty good haul. That's what, like 90K. The exchange rate is probably like 50K. Christ,
maybe like 10K at this point, dude. The yen's pretty weak. The yen is pretty weak right now.
It's still in its monopoly money phase.
Oh gosh, yeah. Let's not talk about that
in the near future, but who knows? I don't know. I've given up on it. The struggle on the ground continues. The video shows the police taking Iwata away, and then officers shouting the student, "Stand up, stand up, stand up. You walk now." Mm-hmm. Yeah. Police aren't having his bullshit.
Nope, not at all. And they shouldn't. So, yeah. So basically, so this guy is gone. He's in prison. But how many watches did he steal altogether? Does it say? 4. Oh my gosh, 4 watches. But who? Was this not a thing I read it? Maybe it was a different article because there's multiple iterations of this one as well. I think he walked in there and he quickly grabbed 2, put them on his wrist, and just palmed the other 2. Oh, geez. Well, who buys watches? And I mean, is this guy like a watch collector, or is he going to sell these watches? Because I mean, I don't think people collect watches anymore. I mean, even the Apple Watch, people don't really buy Apple Watches that much, because the thing is just like, I mean, people are like, dude, right now the economy is pretty bad. We're all in a tight budget at this point, and I've got a phone, and my phone has the time. Do I really need a watch that tells me the time when I got a phone that's in my hand non-stop, 24/7? I think I can. I understand you have a legit opinion, and I think it's a good one. But I think I can answer that using the same logic. It's a status symbol, man. These are cheap watches. You see what I'm saying? Like if you can afford, like a watch that costs a couple G's, you're showing up, man. Like the whole Rolex thing. Yep. I mean, it's just a status symbol. Like, yeah, that's obviously way out of my budget, and probably yours too. But yeah. Why? Totally. Why? But the thing is, though, all right, right now, I mean, dude, having like a Rolex watch or an Omega watch or something like that, it's just ludicrous, because the thing is, I mean, if you have a fake one, some of the fake ones are just as good, and the thing is, nobody's the wiser. They don't know, like, I mean, if a fake one's a real one or a real one's a fake one or whatever. So as long as you got like a fake Rolex, I mean, is it illegal to have a fake Rolex in Japan? Is it? Yeah, counterfeit goods are legal. It depends on how you got it, but yeah. Okay, cool. Because I know Louis Vuitton bags back in the day, having fake ones and bringing them into Japan was illegal. That was like a big problem. Like 15 years ago. Yeah, because I mean, there's like a whole like mass of like fake Louis Vuitton bags. Remember when Louis Vuitton was just like God in this country, where every single girl had a Louis Vuitton bag, like a purse, a wallet? It was nuts, man. They all had to have their Vuitton bags. Yeah, it was all of them. Well, it became like kind of except because I used to teach like business English then, except for like the really high class like career women. They're like, oh no, hell with that. Like they were like, we're above that. We don't need to overpay for some crappy bag. Well, that's what smart people do. I mean, why would you need something that costs that expensive? But anyway, that's not my scene. So anyway, but so this guy is going to. I mean, dude, that's 4 watches. That's grand theft. I mean, he's probably going to get more time than the Australian guy that broke into the guy's apartment building. He might get 4 years. Most likely, yeah. And he also stole from a shop. Yep. That's bad. Well, so, it depends on like there's a bunch of like factors that factor in how much you get caught, but like it depends on like how much noise the victim in the crime makes is one of the major deciding factors with your prison sentence. And since if it's a store, they pretty much all the stores have a policy. They don't want theft. They want theft deterrence. So they're going to come down hard. They're going to sick a legal team, and like they're going to make a bunch of noise about it. So he's going to go to the pokey for a while. That way. Which he should. All right.
Also, not only that, like, I'm not like, obviously I'm not condoning stealing because like that's not obviously not cool, but like the guy's an idiot.
Yep. Well, I mean, dude, yeah, of course, on many different levels. So yes. Anyway, Tom, that's a show, man. Thank you so much for coming here and spending your So if you work nights, did you stay up all night? Is this like is this late night for you? For me, it's like what, 10:30 in the morning or something?
Oh no, my hours haven't been like, because I worked yesterday was Monday. I worked 2 days ago was Monday. Worked normal like 9 to 5. But then they said, okay, you're on night shifts, and then it got canceled because of rain because we're hooking up power cables.
Oh yeah, water and electricity don't match.
Yeah, you can't do that in the rain. So if it rains, we get canceled. So I was supposed to start my graveyard shift yesterday, but I didn't.
Oh,
but, because it rained, because like electricity and water, like you're gonna be a crispy critter.
Yeah, and they don't mix too well. All right, well,
but it's still not bad though, because I still get 60% of my wages to stay at home, and I cook some very nice pork tenderloins for me, my wife and son. So like I'm cool.
That's a great breakfast dinner, I guess for you now, dinner and breakfast are switched. Well, anyway, Tom, thank you very much. And Faders, thank you very much for hanging out with us and celebrating Devil's Night or Devil's Day with us. And we look forward to celebrating more holidays with you in the future, especially the fun ones like Halloween and Devil's Night. And we might do something special for Valentine's Day and White Day and stuff. And Christmas, I don't know. I'm not really a big Christmas guy, but whatever. So,
Beer Claus.
Beer. Oh shoot, that's right. Beer Claus. That's always fun. All right. Well, we're gonna have to meet up for that one. You're gonna have to get character.
One more. Hanami. Cherry Blossom. Just saying.
That's fun. I'm always busy during that time, but we'll see what happens. We'll see what's in the cards. And Faders, if you could do us a massive favor, if you could go to our SNS, Instagram, Facebook, and check us out and subscribe, that's great. We got lots of stuff that we put up once or twice a day, videos, photos, all sorts of fun stuff. And if you really want to support the show, we are on Patreon. We could definitely use the money to keep the lights on. And and tell a friend about the show. If you're enjoying what you're listening to and watching on YouTube, definitely tell a friend. And have a drink with us. Actually, it might be the coffee podcast since it's so early in the morning. So Got Faded Japan, 2 dudes, coffee, Japan, and you and me. I don't know. We're going to have to change that possibly. I don't know.
We'll workshop it.
Well, yeah, we'll work on it. But thank you so much. Happy Halloween. Stay safe. Enjoy the holidays. And we'll definitely catch you next time. Thank you, Faders. Peace.
My little brother, a goddamn shit-sucking vampire. Oh, you wait till Mom finds out, buddy.
I've got a government job to abuse and a lonely wife to fuck.
As far back as I can remember, I always wanted to be a gangster.
God, the pressure! I can't take it! I can't take it! I can't stand to it!
You sure excuse me?
We're going freaking! We came, we saw, we kicked his ass! Your move, creep.
Oh, man. I will never forgive your ass for this shit. This is some fucked up repugnant shit.
Suicide.
Fuck it, dude. Let's go bold.